Pas de soleil, 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 pas de soleil.
Vine sighed as she scanned the crowded room, her eyes finally landing on the person who always seemed to catch her attention, her handsome bodyguard, Jungkook. He stood at the edge of the room, his sharp eyes scanning the crowd with a sense of intense focus. Hey Vine, what are you looking at? Her friend Emma asked, nudging her lightly. Vine shook her head, trying to push thoughts of Jungkook out of her mind. Vine, oh, nothing, just thinking about work, she replied, forcing a smile. Emma raised an eyebrow. Work? Whom? Or is it someone at work and you are drooling over him? She teased, winking at Vine. Vine blushed, knowing that her feelings for Jungkook were not secret to her friends, but she also knew that nothing could ever come of it. Jungkook was her bodyguard, tasked with keeping her safe at all times. It was a boundary that could never be crossed, but that didn't stop her heart from racing every time their eyes met, or the way her stomach fluttered when he was near. She couldn't help but be drawn to him, despite the unspoken barriers between them. A business party is going on in their house. There are so many CEOs, and her father is introducing them to Vine, but she had no interest in them because her gaze is fixed on one man, Jungkook, her bodyguard. Vine found herself drifting closer to Jungkook, unable to resist the magnetic pull that seemed to draw her to him. She approached him cautiously, clearing her throat to get his attention. Vine, Jungkook, she said softly, her voice barely above a whisper. Vine, can we talk? Jungkook turned to look at her, his expression unreadable. Jungkook, I'm on duty, Vine. We shouldn't be having any conversation right now, he replied shortly. Vine bit her lip, feeling a pang of disappointment. She had hoped that maybe tonight would be different, that maybe Jungkook would let down his guard for just a moment. But as usual, he remained closed off, not allowing himself to show any hint of emotion. I just wanted to say that I appreciate everything you do for me, Vine said earnestly. You're always there, watching out for me. I don't know what I will do without you. It was true that Jungkook was always there for her. He'd take care of her each and everything, although he is just a mere bodyguard. Although her father provided her everything, but what she craved was time, which he couldn't give her because he is always busy in his business world. When her mother died in her childhood, she started looking for love from other people. That love and comfort she found in Jungkook. Although he is cold towards her, but deep down Vine can feel his affection for her the way he cares for her. Vine, I'm really thankful, Jungkook, that you are in my life. She expressed herself. Jungkook's gaze softened slightly, a flicker of emotion crossing his face. But just as quickly, he hardened his expression once more, putting up his walls. Jungkook. It's my job, Wine, nothing more, he said coldly, turning away from her. Wine felt a lump form in her throat, the sting of rejection hitting her hard. She knew she should walk away, respect his boundaries, but something inside her rebelled against the idea of giving up on him. Wine, Jungkook, please, she pleaded, reaching out to touch his arm. Wine, I care about you more than just as my bodyguard. Jungkook tensed at her touch, his jaw clenched. Jungkook, Wine, you don't know what you are saying, he muttered, his voice barely audible. But Wine refused to back down, her heart pounding in her chest. She stepped closer to him, her eyes locked on his. Wine, I do know Jungkook, and I know that you feel something for me too. Please just give us a chance. For a moment, the words seemed to stand still as they stared at each other, the unspoken tension between them palpable. Jungkook, Miss Wine, you're distracting me. Let me do my job. And he left from there without looking at her, knowing very well. If he stays here one more minute, he will end up doing something which he is trying to stop himself hardly. Only if he could tell her how much she meant to him, how much he adored her, and how much he hates to see a single tear from her eyes. Wine stood there with her tear-filled eyes. Her heart breaks every time when he just walks away whenever she talked to him about her feelings. Jungkook was working out, looking so sexy. Sweat was dropping from his head to chest. Wine's eyes are stuck on him, like if she will shift her eyes, a beautiful view will slip away from her. When she woke up after taking a nap, she started looking for Jungkook after. Knowing from a maid that he is in the gym, she immediately came here and now watching this amazing view. Her morning has become already good after seeing him like this in the early morning. She approached him with a flirty smile. Wine, hey Jungkook, can I join you? She asked, her voice light and playful. Jungkook looked up from his workout, his expression unreadable. Jungkook, I'm sorry Miss Wine, but I don't think that would be appropriate, he replied shortly. Wine felt a pang of disappointment, but she refused to let it show. Wine, oh, come on Jungkook, I'm just asking to work out with you. It's not a big deal, we are friends. Jungkook, I'm already done. Why did you come here? Do you have plans to go out today? If yes, then you can tell me so that I can get ready. Otherwise, I have some works with your father. Wine, no, I don't have any plans to go out today, but she bit her. Her lower lip before saying. Jungkook looked at her being all confused. Wine, but if you have plans to take me on date, then I'm okay, so I'm going to get ready. Saying this, she moved to go outside. Hearing this, Jungkook's eyes widened and he looked at her in disbelief. Jungkook, hey wait, when did I say that? Wine pressed her lips to control her smile. Wine, then when are you going to say that, Mr. Jeon? She asked, wrapping her arms around his neck. Jungkook's heart skipped a beat. He pulled her away softly. Jungkook, I have some work with Mr. Jeon. See you later. Wine laughed, looking at his red face. Two weeks has passed. Wine noticed Jungkook is ignoring her. He only comes to her whenever she had to go outside because in the house she have no danger. He always tried to avoid her and this is pissing off her since so many days. Today she is determined to talk to him. No matter what, she was so lost in her thoughts. Then she saw Jungkook passing from the hallway. She fastened her steps and reached him. She cornered him in the hallway, her eyes filled with determination. Jungkook looked at her confused. Wine, why are you avoiding me, Jungkook? She demanded, her voice filled with frustration. Jungkook sighed. Jungkook, I'm not avoiding you, Miss Wine. Wine, just shut up, Jungkook. We both know you are avoiding me. Jungkook sighed. Wine, you don't understand. It's not right for me to have a relationship with my boss's daughter. I cannot break your father's trust, but you don't understand this. That's why I had to keep distance from you. Wine, but I don't care about that. Wine insisted, stepping closer to Jungkook. I just want to be with you, to feel your arms around me and your lips on mine. Is that too much to ask? Jungkook clenched his jaw. He knew that how much he wants her. How hard is it for him to control his feelings? But he was afraid of the consequences of this relationship. He is not afraid for himself. He was afraid for Wine because he doesn't want to break a father and daughter's relationship because of him. He was aware that her father will never agree for this relationship. Jungkook, I cannot whine. Jungkook said, his voice soft with emotion. I cannot risk everything for a forbidden love. I'm sorry, but we can never be together. Wine's heart shattered at his words, tears filling up in her eyes. She couldn't bear the thought of losing Jungkook, of never being able to hold him in her arms and feel his love. Desperate to change his mind, she did the only thing she could think of. She kissed him. At first, Jungkook resisted, trying to push Wine away, but as he felt her soft lips against his, he couldn't help but respond. His arms wrapped around her, pulling her closer as he deepened the kiss, letting all his emotions pour out. For a moment, they were lost in each other, their bodies pressed together in a passionate embrace. But reality soon intruded, and Jungkook pulled away, his eyes filled with regret. Jungkook, I'm sorry, Wine. His eyes filled with pain. Jungkook, I shouldn't have done that. We can never be together no matter how much we want it. Wine, I don't care about the consequences. Wine declared, her voice unwavering. I love you, Jungkook, and I will do whatever it takes to. Be with you. I won't give up on us, no matter what. Jungkook was going to say something, but stopped as he looked into Wine's eyes. He saw the love and determination shining through, and he couldn't bear to let her go. Jungkook, fine, but we have to be careful and we have to be prepared for the consequences. Are you ready for that? Wine nodded. A small smile played on her lips. Wine, I'm ready, Jungkook. I will do whatever it takes to be with you. matter what. Jungkook looked in her eyes and pecked her lips. Jungkook, I love you so much. God knows how hard it was for me to resist you. You are so perfect, and I won't let you go. Even if you say, Vine chuckled and placed her lips on his. They both again shared a passionate kiss. After a long kiss, they pulled away. Jungkook, little doll, stay away if you don't want me to take you right here. Vine widened her eyes and her face turned all red. She slapped on Jungkook's chest and buried her face in his neck. Vine, yeah, you shameless bodyguard. Jungkook giggled.